That's the interior of a restaurant. It used to be called Chop Suey over in Vancouver. This is it from 1990, about the monster Pennywise. I'm just going to flow through a couple of photos because it won't let me post as a video. But there's the archways, the deep carpets. Anyway, I won't do my camera around, but I just have to show this scene. It's one of the better scenes in this Chinese restaurant. I just want to show you how they have completely destroyed the pictures of beautiful Chinese restaurants, which were the backbone of Chinese communities up until 1990. This is also the same area where Stephen Yan had his TV show called Walk with Yan in one of the suburbs of Vancouver. But I want to show you how these things have gone by the wayside, this beauty. Now this is from the Cantonese Chinese. Now there's two kinds of Chinese, the Cantonese and the Mandarin, and this is why I know from Expo 86 this whole New World Order has been formulaic, because they knew. I'm just going to show you the food on the table, how happy they were to eat this food. I can't show the running stuff because they will say it's a copyright. But there was nothing more cheerful and relaxing. This is how all these people came back together in it. Now the reason why I say all this is because I was just talking to a person in Hong Kong, and they said no one under 25 is learning Cantonese. They're all learning Mandarin. Now Cantonese is where is the language that we know of as Chinese in North America. If you watch all the classic movies like Herbie the Love Bug from Disney, where the Chinese played a big role, and all these I'm not saying they're all perfect, but Bruce Lee only spoke Cantonese. These are our Chinese markers. In 1989, or after, they said, "Oh, you better learn Chinese in Vancouver," and they said, "Oh no, but it's got to be Mandarin." How did they know that? How did they know? We never had experienced any much Mandarin speakers at all. There was no Mandarin speaking Chinese in North America, hardly. I was born in the 60s in the Vancouver area. My parents had a very strange background, but they were from Hong Kong. They spoke Cantonese. I heard it when I was a kid, was never interested in learning it because my parents were arguing and it sounded terrible. But it was comfortable. It was a comfortable culture. We always went to Chinatown and did some shopping, at least on every couple of weeks or a month, and I grew up, with Chinese food. And that's all that I understood. Sorry, I'm a bit sick. I don't know why. I think I cut my hair and I got really dizzy. But what I'm trying to say is I'm also sick because of what this person said, and I think the Cantonese are being snuffed out. I'm not sure if it's by the Mandarins or by somebody behind the Mandarins, but the future, all the culture is being wiped out, all of their memory. Even the latest movie with supposedly the birth of the dragon was a big diss on Bruce Lee. Wake up, Cantonese. They're trying to exterminate everything Cantonese, which is the heart and soul of China. The Cantonese are capable. They're streetwise. These Chinese have tormented themselves, like the Four Olds in the 60s, and among others, and then they fight among themselves. I'm not saying they're good or they're bad people. I'm just saying that whatever is going on is fishy. And I don't know about what these British Freemasons in Vancouver did to encourage this Mandarin invasion, because remember, they made a lot of money off the Cantonese that were fleeing the communist takeover that they knew was going to happen in 1997. So they all came en masse to the West Coast, including California, but mostly Vancouver. And now the joke is on them, because now the mandarins are coming. And not because they're fleeing communism. I'm not sure if it's because they polluted their own nest, because the whole world bought from them, so they think someone behind them is telling them, well, the world deserves you to destroy them anyway, because we created this monster. Anyway, I got such a headache and I don't feel well. Have a nice one.